and sometimes from the West as well. Listen carefully. One Nigerian is, listen on, those that believe in one Nigeria, let's build a future. This is their template. It can never change because they are genuine. They follow their leader. Whatever their leader does, whatever, if the leader says to them, oh, go and kill people, they'll go and kill. This is Fulani Janjaweedism. This is the man that the late dead Buhari was following in the footsteps. Now listen, Igbos, they asked him, why do you hate Igbo people? He said, because they are domineering. There's something they said about the Jews all over Europe. Just because they're successful, because God blessed them. That is all, that nothing more. I hate Jews. Why? I don't know, but I hate them. Why do you hate them? Oh, they took over the banking system. Okay, because they are doing something that you cannot do. The same thing about Igbo people in the zoo called Nigeria. By Igbo, I mean the whole of Biafra in Nigeria. I want our people to pay attention tonight so that their brain can be cleansed properly. They asked him, a white man asked him, why do you hate Igbo people? Asking a Fulani man, I want Fulani to know that you brought the hate to me. You are the original haters of other people.
The Sunday is the perfect day to unwind. So for me, hopping on the train with no agenda.
You haters of other people. You have no right to complain. You people are the original haters. You started the hatred before anybody else. Listen to what he has to say. Igbos are domineering. Now we want to find out how did Igbo people go to Sokoto and take over Sokoto? Is an Igbo man the Sultan of Sokoto? Is an Igbo man the Emir of Kanu? Is an Igbo man the Emir of Bantu? Please tell us, how did they dominate you?
If they go to a village or a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area.
They want to monopolize everything. As I told you, these are congenital liars. Fulani are liars. They are liars and deceivers. And I feel sorry for some of you in the zoo. Some of you that allowed Fulani to deceive you. They can't deceive me. They can never deceive me. They asked the premier he's the premier, the political head of the North. He said, why do you hate Igbo people? They are domineering. How? Any village they go to, they want to dominate everything. Now I want to ask him, Igbos were everywhere in the North. Is an Igbo man an emir in the North from before his time till today? But he said they want to dominate. What he meant to say is that God blessed them, because there is something about Biafran people that the Fulanis can see that incidentally the Fulani cannot see in themselves. This man understands one very simple fact, that the Biafran people are like the Jews of Africa, as Henry Kissinger said and wrote in his memo to President Nixon, that he believes that Biafrans, especially Igbos, are the wandering Jews of Africa. Henry Kissinger said, wrote in the memo, go and check. Go to the Library of Congress in America and go and check. I'm not going to give it to you. Some of you are very lazy. You cannot do the research. Go and research it yourself. You see. How are they dominating you? They are dominating me by coming into my town and developing it. They are coming into my town and teaching our children how to read and write properly. They are opening businesses. They are successful. That is how you dominate them. Are you listening to me? So because Britain is the largest inward investor into the USA, that means that Britain is not dominating USA. Or in the late 80s and early 90s, when Japanese people and businessmen were the highest investors in the USA with Toyota, Nissan factory and everything else, that means that Japan is now dominating USA. Do you see how they reason? Do you see why I call them gentlemen? Do you see why their brain, do you see why I cannot be in the same country with these people? With this level of hatred. Why do you hate me? Okay, because I am successful at business and economics. That's all. And because of that, I should be killed. Efulefus, are you listening? I want to prove to all the Efulefus that the hatred today in the zoo was brought about by Fulani Janjaweedism. Listen carefully, please.
If you put them in a labor camp in the labor within a year they will try to emerge as headmen.
If you put them in a labor camp, if you take Igbo people in those days, Biafrans, I mean, anywhere they are, you put them in a labor camp, that's what he's saying, they will emerge as the headman. Why are they emerging? Is it not the same way that Joseph emerged?
Yeah. Thank you very much for gathering once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are streaming, depending your time zone. Please, if you have not shared this space, we will encourage you to share this space so that others can see the space and join. Before I ride on, I will encourage you to pick up the mic. Let us all together be on the mic. First of all, I want to apologize for opening a space when the time is not right. I was confused with my time. My time was saying 16 minutes after. That is, it was in a foreign time. I was thinking it was time already. So that is why I quickly shut down the space when I got the information that the time is not right. So I apologize for doing that. It wasn't intentional. It was my time that deceived me. Once, let me introduce everyone in the space. Good evening, Mwada Tutos, aka Aden Biafra. Good evening, Ben Wabo, senior citizen. Good evening from my side. Good evening, Biafra Mweri, yeah? Good evening from my side. Good evening, Mwada Betty Ford. Good evening from my side. Good evening, Udo Joe. Good evening from my side. Good evening, Hardcore. Good evening, Simon Ekpa. Ndudi, whatever. Yeah, Simon Ekpa. Good evening from my side. Good evening, Shame on Finland. Good evening from my side. Good evening, Simon. Samuel. Good evening from my side. Good evening, Ray Jamfuri. Good evening from my side. Good evening, EC. Good evening from my side. Good evening, Mwada Amana, right? Good evening from my side. Good evening, Attitude. Good evening, Holland. Good evening, Chibike. Good evening, Williams. Good evening, Chukwuemeka. Is it Chukwuemeka Smart? Good evening from my side. Good evening, Elizabeth. Good evening, Emmanuel. Ejika. Emmanuel Ejika. Good evening, Obidu. Good evening, Oscar. Good evening, Nelson. Good evening, Simon Ekpa who? Simon Ekpa Amadi. Good evening from my side. Good evening, all Biafrans. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening for joining. Please pick up a mic, pick up the mic as we introduce the topic. We will kick off immediately. I hope so many of you have heard the voice record I was playing from our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. You can attest that the hatred did not start today. The hatred has been there for long. This message is for those that think that they can do Odibo for Fulanis. Those that think that they can sell their brother in order to get a bone that fall down from a Fulani table. You have to be aware that the hatred is not all about, the hatred is because you don't supposed to exist. That is where the hatred comes from. So if you think that selling of your brother will make Fulani to like you, after they use you to sell your brother or your sister, they will turn around and deal with you. I have a topic I titled, this is our space is a Brgie space. This is a Brgie space. The title says, we must not disappoint our leader Nnamdi Kanu. We must not disappoint our MSE, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Nigeria must leave our land whether they like it or not. They must leave. As all of us can see that we have declared our country. What that simply means that Nigerians are visitors. What they are intruder, they are not welcome in our land. They must leave whether they like it or not. So I would like us to pick up a mic. Tell us the reason why we must not disappoint our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. You are not telling us here, you are telling those gullible people who are sitting on the fence. Some of us that are hardcore, we have so many reasons why we cannot disappoint our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Why we cannot disappoint our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Why we cannot disappoint ourselves? Because we have given all in this freedom. We know that if we disappoint ourselves, in this cause of freedom, Nigeria will use us for ngbongbo. Nigeria will use us to make pepper soup. You and I knows that. There is so many reasons why you cannot disappoint Nnamdi Kanu, who has paid so much price over 5 years going. A man has been paying a price for you and I. And he is looking up to us to save him in that dungeon where he is. Our Prime Minister is looking up to us not to disappoint him. So I want us to pick up the mic. Tell those gullible who are sitting on the fence the reason why they should wake up. The reason why they should stand up from that fence where they are sitting. You also need to pick up the mic to come here and tell us why Nigeria must leave our land, whether they like it or not. They must leave. Because the land of Biafra is our land. We own the land. I don't see reason why somebody from Kaduna, I don't see reason why somebody from Katsina, in the name of wearing that their useless khaki, coming in our land, shooting gun, killing innocent people in our own land. We are no longer going to tolerate that. That is why we are telling them that they must leave. When you pick up the mic as well tell those gullible Igbo people who are or Biafrans who are still serving in that Nigeria army. Tell them the reason why they should leave. If they don't leave, the land of Biafra is going to take their head. So this is the essence why we have this topic. So without wasting much of our time, I would like to introduce our co-host to introduce himself and give us his submission before the mic can move on. So I encourage every Biafrans, pick up the mic, let us roll this thing together. Ndewo, I greet everyone. Thank you very much.
Ndewo. Onye nyere one of Biafra land. Ndewo. Ndewo, 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 my brother. Ndewo, Holland, our brother. Ndewo, Simon Ekpa. Obi Chicago, I've been looking for you. Thank God I've seen you now. Sister Eunice, ndewo. King David, ndewo. Madam King, ndewo. Senior citizen. I think it's high time we form Senior Citizen Association in this Brgie, Senior Citizen Association. Ben, ndewo. Biafra freedom, Menike. And when we form, Minister Betty will be the head, the chair lady. Minister Betty, my mama, minister. Ndewo. Biafra lies on hardcore. Shame. Shame on, oh my goodness me. This will be shame on Finland. Was calling. I was wondering who is bearing that name. So it was true. I thought it was part of his comment. So shame on Finland. Well done, no. CN Rocco, Samuel. Hey, all protocol observed. Oh, Guinea. Okay, oh shit. Let me greet Emmanuel Nwa Chivo Ikoro Nwabo Elizabeth Emeka Attitude Chibuko Chukwu Mamati Ehit Chima. Okay, knit it together. Sister Ihu, where have you been? We've been looking all around for you, Minister of Listening. Okay, showed you of the listening section. Yesterday I was looking for you, even day before yesterday. Echoes William Chukwu Monday Nkechi Alozie Isi Biafra Bishop Nwada God's Mercy Nwa Biafra Chichi Amy Rejan Fury. Welcome all of you. And those are the anonymous section. We say welcome to Brgie Space. Yeah, always expect Brgie Space as Onyenye said from 3 p.m. Biafra time. Because from morning till that time, we should be busy posting and posting and posting. Biafra, do you people know what has happened? That the sentence or the judgment given to our PM is not trending in social media anymore. Have you people noticed it? Have you noticed it? It is not trending. It is not. Because Nigeria have come to realize that, hey, they have shot themselves at their own foot. It is not trending. Everywhere is silent. Everywhere. Nobody is talking about it because we have won. They have seen that we have won. Biafra have won. Biafrans, all of us, we have won that case. Hands down. There is nothing anybody can say. Can you imagine? I was expecting that when we wake up this morning that everywhere will be burning with fire. You know, but nobody is talking about it. Because why we are here in the media, dealing with them, decimating everything, still being focused. You see, had it been we started lamenting like Jeremiah, Prophet Jeremiah, they would have taken advantage and said, they have failed. But when we outsmarted them, we saw this as a blessing in disguise for Biafrans. We now said, okay, we now understand what God is doing. That is what happened. We refuse to be bent. Instead, we claim it as victory, and it is victory indeed for us Biafrans. That is why all social media handle, they are all quiet. Go and look at it. You'll see what I'm telling you. No interview here, inviting this one for interview, inviting that one. Nothing. Only some riffraff that does not even have value are the ones jumping out like a Kanu. That one that sold the brother and said that our MNK went to mountain to pray. Meanwhile, he was there being tortured in Kenya. Is that a brother? That is a criminal and a betrayal. You see, and a Jofo that came out and wrote trash. That was just, can he even hold the interview to talk? I know maybe after this one now they'll begin to grant interview. They are quiet because I was asking if truly this man that claimed that he's a lawyer of IPOB, the same IPOB that Finland or Nigeria proscribed as terrorist group, why is he still claiming to be the IPOB lawyer? Why? That means he's a terrorist. Yes, so he is a Jofo, is a terrorist himself. And now his people are telling him, if MK does not call him back, they should just dissociate themselves from MNK. Those are the kind of people that surrounded our leaders. But I just love Biafrans. I want to appreciate each and every one of us for standing tall, standing firm, knowing that we have won. Our Prime Minister made a statement to us and a promise. He said, instead of Biafra not to come, he will turn to a beast. And it is happening. Accepting, even though they will appeal, for him not to denounce Biafra in the court, that is turning into a beast. He stood his ground and said, he will turn to that beast. And indeed, we have seen him turn to a beast. And we applaud him for that. The same thing with our MNK. We applaud them, the two of them. Yes, because they have tried the grave, they are not in the grave. You know, 3 places a freedom fighter should be: in the grave, in exile, or in prison. They've tried in the grave, they couldn't get there. They were in the exile. So this very last one now is the prison. And they are there because they have seen them as threats to them. They have seen that if they leave them, they will continue to expose all the atrocities. But guess what? We are here to continue from where they stopped. Have you ever seen the social media handle silence since our PM was detained since November? The answer is no. Upon all the confusion they brought, we stood our ground. Upon all the division, now hey, my people, before I even go to the topic, give me time because, you know, I am here to bring information. That is my job. Because I say all of us now should be a digital warriors, and we should all be messenger of our freedom. Because my people, I want to do small amebo. I was just looking for what to post, and I came and found one here from Ugo 419. Why am I bringing this up? Because I want to talk to Biafrans that these idiots confused. He has caused more harm than good in this freedom. Now, those of you that follow this mumu, this yellow popo, just like Diana, yellow popo, 2 of them, they used to sit together during fundraising. After the head of this yellow popo, this bad head, you now see Diana with a doll baby hair. They used to sit together. And we saw the confusion to the extent that this boy here, this boy, Ugo 419, colluded with NGOZI to kill our commander's brother. And he bragged about it. Now this boy has jumped out. The tweet that his madam, because he still his madam, tweeted that Biafrans be not moved. Finland wants Biafra to be gotten in a legal way, just as they got their freedom from Russia in a legal way. The Mumu man is now saying, she is indirectly saying our Prime Minister was fighting Biafra illegally, and is pointing down at the message. Now, my question is to those that were derailed by this Mumu. Where are you today? This man lured you into the camp of Orabu Fulani, and today he's out. Now he's attacking Orabu Fulani. What is your fate today? You have no other option than to return to your base, and your base is Brgie. We told all of you from day one. Onyenye, please, I'm sorry, just give me time. We told all of you from day one that there is no other government except Brgie that is maintaining the template of our PM. And that dragged all of you. This one dragged all of you. Today, where are they? They've abandoned that woman they allow you to follow. They've abandoned that woman that have killed thousands of Biafrans back home. With all the fake promises, they were clapping for her. Now, have they not lived? They never leave you. They have left you to float on top of water. You have now become a balloon. Right, you are not there. Left, you are not there. You are in between. But there is a good news for you. Bring your money. We need your money. Come back to your base, a gemma with your fund. We don't need you to announce. Go use the new link. Go and deposit your money there. That is what we need now. If truly you need freedom. It is time they all opened their eyes to see that this was a very big scam from day one. But I don't blame the woman because she said on the space on that, they don't trust me. She said it. Don't trust me. At the same time, she said money is not going to be a problem. So Biafrans, you better come back to your base with your J and your Jemba because this woman have killed a lot of Biafra. Now she has come out openly to tell you she is fighting against our PM. She has come out to tell you that it was a victory for them. That was the shadow space they had. Victory for USB, Nigeria. The same language that Nigerian was speaking, NGOZI was speaking the same language. And you were there clapping for her. This woman signed so many petitions against our PM. And she is coming out in the same government she belongs, telling her followers that our PM was fighting illegally to give us Biafra, that she knows how to do it. That's what she's telling us, or telling her people, because she's not telling us. We are smarter than this idiot. So my people, back to the space. I just brought in that so that those of you that are in the listening session anonymously should know, because I know most of you have come, because this is the only space that you can hear word of wisdom and encouragement. See how calm our space is, because you are going to hear people. We will learn from each other this night, and your brain cells will begin to reset. You cannot get this kind of teaching and this organized space where you are. So many cursing, blah, 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 shouting and all that. So you're always waiting for us to open this space, and we will continue to open. Yes, because we have to keep on educating and then we learn from each other. So welcome to our space. All the spies that have been sent from Musa, all the spies from Shetima, all the spies from Tinubu, welcome to Brgie space. We are here and we are going to teach you what to do. And the topic says, let me go back to the topic. We must not disappoint our Onyendu and our PM. Nigeria must leave our land. And what will be the backbone and the power behind this is to fund our BDF, because they are the reason why Musa is crying. Musa cannot come out to channels television. They can't grant him interview. What will he answer? What will he say? Because he has been bragging that he will extradite our PM. And the fellow Nigerians are telling them today, why didn't you extradite them? Stop fooling and lying to Nigerians. He can't come. So our BDF, they are there causing Musa to cry. So that is what the topic is talking about. I hope so, one of Biafra land. I hope I've been able to understand the objective so that our people can also understand the objective of the topic. Right?
Yeah. Go on. You're on track. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, because that is what I understood from there, that we are here to educate Biafrans and to honor the sacrifices of our Biafran leaders, and at the same time expose recent Nigerian state atrocities, in Biafra land. And then we have to now channel our support to fund our BDF. So that is what I understood from that topic. Okay, now my people, welcome once again. Yes, MNK is in the dungeon. That is the last stage, prison. But the first one, that is grave, it will never be their portion. they will live to see Biafra and enjoy Biafra. So the last one, which is grave, will never be their portion. They have been in exile and now they are in prison. So they have to stay in those 3 places, but the last one we have cancelled it for them. They cannot be there. Our Onyendo has been there for 5 years. Have you ever thought about his son? How can a father be in such a place and he cannot see his son for 5 good years? What of our PM? Our PM is facing political persecution in Finland for us. The same thing with our Onyendo. Onyendo state, will I even say, does not even have direction, because they are, today they will go front, tomorrow they will come back. They are just moving zigzag, 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 zigzag. No direction. So they don't even understand what they are doing. Today, court will set him free. Tomorrow they will say, no, he's not free. Next tomorrow they will start the case all over. At least for this, our PMs, so we have direction. Maybe they say 6 years, no problem. We will wait. Our MNK made a statement. He has been there in the dungeon for 4 years, that the 5th year will not kill him. That is the spirit of determination. That is the spirit of Biafra. But we know that there will be an intervention somewhere, and they can never remain in prison forever. There will be an intervention. Yes, God will speak through people to intervene in this case, and our leaders will be out. We believe in them. We believe in God Almighty for his intercession. You see, because they have carried the weight of these struggles on their shoulders for so many years. And let us also include our APM. Even though he's not in prison, he's also carrying the weight of this struggle on his shoulders as well. So now the question is, what will we do according to the topic? How will we prove that their sacrifices are not in vain? That is what we are talking about here today. So we will show the world the terror we face. Yes, and we will show them the solution, which is our Biafra Defense Forces. Nigeria have committed a lot of atrocities, and we've been talking on this almost on a daily basis. I will not get tired. They called us terrorists. But let the world see who the real terrorists are. So let me just take you through some of the headlines I got a few weeks ago about the atrocity. I just want to make a reminder about the Nigerian army invading Okigwe. This is on a daily basis now. And we see our BDF, our Brigadier Commander Angel Makeup, coming out on a daily basis to give updates and to tell us what is happening in Okigwe, that they are kidnapping our young men. And the senator of that region, the senator that people voted or that Fulani installed, is the one importing these terrorists to come and kill people in Okigwe, to come and burn their houses in Okigwe, to come and rape our women in Okigwe. Huh? Because we have seen evidences with videos and testimonies how soldiers set homes ablaze and shoot indiscriminately. This is a massacre. This is terrorism. Have they ever seen our PM do this kind of thing? The answer is no. It is only Fulani terrorists that Musa gave their uniform, and they are on a payroll. Oh, my people. You see, that is why the General Armed Forces, the Chief of Defense Operations, came out when El Rufai said that these people are placing terrorists on a salary, monthly salary. El Rufai said with all amounts of conviction. But now, what did we hear? The Chief of Defense Operations came out and said that Nigerian Armed Forces don't support payment of money to criminal group. That means he accepts that they've been paying them money. Do you understand, my people? This is a man in charge of operations, so he knows that the Nigerian terrorists have been paying kidnappers, Fulani herdsmen terrorists, Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, ISWAP, all of them, that they are on salary, monthly salary, any more than those that are working in oil companies. So he is coming out to say they don't support. That is an affirmation because to the world that they have been paying. So who is the terrorist here? the Nigerian government that have already been proscribed by the Canadian court, that APC and PDP are terrorist organizations. Now, which party is ruling Nigeria? APC is ruling Nigeria. And who are they? They are terrorists. Terrorists are ruling Nigeria. That's it. That's it. There is nothing to miss word here. Terrorists are ruling Nigeria. These people have demolished so many homes. You see, these people have kidnapped so many people. A lot. Because this data now has proved that Nigeria has completely lost its monopoly on violence. They've lost everything. Nigeria cannot protect its people. It is a failed state, a heaven for terrorists, and that is why Biafra say, no, we cannot share the same country with these people. You see, just look at, are we going to look at the corruption side that is even fueling this terror? Imagine Tinubu budgeting 6.9 billion for travel. Hey, 1.5 billion for newspaper amid this worst economic crisis. A president, of course, is a terrorist. You know what Musa Tinubu is doing? Tinubu is looking for a subheading to take out money from the treasury and pay to the Fulani terrorists. That is what Tinubu is doing. Because there is no sensible president that will travel or quote this kind of amount of money when his citizens are dying of hunger. 6.9 billion for travel. Travel to go and do what? Travel to go and do what? When their citizens are starved and are kidnapped, the government is budgeting billions for luxury. You see what is happening? The resources meant to protect people are being stolen by these same politicians. Stolen to do what? Stolen to pay the terrorists, because it has been carried on the news headline that they are on payroll, salary. This is the same thing that Alexander Stubb did in Finland, that dry Oporoko. Because Nigeria have seen that Finland is a poor country. What did they do? They packed money. They gave them irresistible money. And that was the handshake that Shetima exchanged when he went for United Nations meeting. That was last year. Immediately he came back, our PM was detained. Because Alex wants to fund Ukraine war, so that when they say, Finland, what is your contribution? He will say, I have these billions. Where did you get it from? They never asked. It is Nigeria that gave to him. Because he is the one at the forefront of this war between Ukraine and Russia. So he must have something to also contribute, and the amount of money must be huge enough. Who knows, maybe Nigeria saw him lamenting that he doesn't have money, and they say, okay, this is opportunity, let us grab it. Let us give Alex money that he cannot resist, so that he can allow them to file a case against our PM. And what did he do? He accepted it, because he's a hungry man, and shared that money to the judge. Yes, because from the judgment they brought that, you see, it doesn't make sense. Even if somebody that did not go to school will know that this does not make sense. It was not a fair judgment. That is the point I'm trying to make. So this is the reality. This is the terrorist state that holds our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, our Onyendu, captive. This is the failure that Simon Ekpa, our PM, is fighting against. He is not a terrorist, and Biafrans are not terrorists. We are the victim fighting back. So the sacrifices of our leaders, why must we not disappoint them? Our Onyendu is in the gulag of the Nigerian Department State, that is the DSS terrorist place. And he's being tortured slowly. You will hear him complain of sickness, of boils everywhere on his body. Yet, he has not renounced Biafra. He has not renounced one day. He is there telling you, challenging them, telling them openly that he's fighting for the freedom of his people. His body is in chains. Yes, because he cannot move from the confinement that they've placed him. But the spirit still fuels this revolution that we are holding on till today. So to disappoint him, hey, is to let his suffering be in vain, which we will never. Which we will never. He gave us his word that he will not disappoint us. And we are also giving him his word, our own word, that we will not disappoint him. And we can see that in all the effort that the Biafrans have put together today, and we will continue to do that. We cannot let their suffering be in vain. Is it our PM? He is facing a political show trial in Finland. I call it show. On 12 of what? Charges because he refused to be silent. Yes, he's on Trump charges, Trump-up charges, because he refused to be silent. Nigeria is using international proxies to try to break our spirit. To disappoint him, hey, is to let that silencing tactic win. But it will never win, because we are also standing on the word of our PM. Instead of Biafra not to come, we will all turn to a beast. Each of us will become a beast. That's it. There is no other option than for us to become what? Beast. I will become beast tutors. 1 million, you become beast. All of us will turn to beast, because we must take this, our freedom, aggressively. It is by force. These people have dealt with us. So we must do everything to fund our freedom aggressively. That is what it means. So we cannot disappoint them. They have given us this blueprint, the awareness and the spirit. Now it is our turn to execute the plan. That is what our leaders have given to us. So the greatest time we can give them is victory, not lamentation. So how do we win? How do we get the terrorists off our land? What is the solution? It is not by talking. Oh, that is why our information minister has limited our time of talking. He needs action. Yes, he has limited the time of our talking in space. Say, go out there and create posts. Go out, tag whosoever you want to tag, reasonable people. Because it's not the time to talk and talk. We've been talking. He needs action. Create posters, compose song, write article, whatever, share it. We will help you to share. What is my work, sir? We will help you to share it. We will click, we will share. That is what he is telling us to, so that we reduce the time of talking. Because nobody will sit down and listen to lengthy space. Yes, we know it's okay, but then, that is why he said from morning till 3 p.m., he wants to see posts, not from only 10 people. All of us say must become digital warriors. Tag people when you post. Don't just do ordinary message. Tag at POTUS, tag at real Donald Trump. There are many. Secretary of Defense, all those Bobo Tibo, tag all of them. Even our aliens, our tag, because he also need information. When you tag, he will go and click and hear the latest news and add it to any evidences that they need. Sorry, any evidence that they need. Yes, we need to help them. That is what it's now a teamwork. Everybody must come together. Bring what you have. So any information that you are hearing, how we those that are doing video, our BDF can be using English, so that we tag the world leaders, so that they will hear what is happening. Because if they speak in Igbo, there's no need to tag them now. they will not go and translate it. So if our BDF can, all those, I have seen one, but it is in Igbo. I can't tag anyone. All I did was to reshare. I can't tag any world leaders. They will not understand. So if they can, be using English, maybe English version and Igbo version, give us the English version. Let us tag Alexo, Finland government, Finnish government, all of them. Real Donald Trump or Alpotus or Secretary of Defense or Secretary Rubio or Rishi. We tag them. Okay, that is just my little request, if it is possible. So you see, my people, the only language that these terrorists understand is force, nothing more. They understand force. You see how they are celebrating them. I think that is Katsina State. They are now celebrities. People are clapping, taking pictures with terrorists. Can you imagine? So, and the only force protecting Biafrans today is the Biafra Defense Forces. So our BDF, as I used to say often, is our shield. They are the reason the massacre are not war. So, hey, by the time they get angry, it will be in fact, I don't know if there's any other word apart from wars. You see? So they are the brave men and we standing between our families and these terrorist Nigerian soldiers that Shetima and Musa gave them their uniform to wear. So, but they need our support. They need resources for communication and logistics and all this defensive equipment. Now we go fund them. It is not our PM that used to fund them. It is we. So let them start arresting us. Let them start arresting us. Let them start bringing all those tax this, tax that. Let them come to us and leave our PM. It has nothing to do with funding our BDF. Now we they do it. Now we. No other person is doing it for us. You see? So my people, they need funding. They need medical supplies. You think they don't get wounded in the field? They need medical supplies, you know, to treat their wounds and also to sustain operations. So this is where this hashtag that our host put comes from. Fund BD fund BDF. That's where it comes from. So it is not a suggestion. It is a strategic imperative for our survival. We are also going to share the link that you use to support our BDF. We are going to pin it. God has given our APM wisdom to create a new one, sharp. You see? So donate to the BDF. Use the link. We have to amplify this message. Share it in the space. Share it in all social media. We cannot be quiet. So don't be afraid. The enemy's violence is just a sign of their weakness and fear. Our unity is as strong as ever. We will not disappoint our Onyendu. We will not disappoint our Prime Minister. We will free our land from terrorism, whether they like it or not. So as we leave this space later in the night, I just want us to, you know, to make a vow, individual vow, that we vow to be the generation that finally says enough is enough to this Fulani. We vow to be the people who will defend our home. We vow to be the Biafrans that our Onyendu and our Prime Minister will be proud of. These terrorists must leave our land, and our support for BDF will force them to leave our land. So I've taken enough time. I know our host now will say 2,000. Forgive me, I've taken so much time, Biafrans. Yeah, because I know I may not stay long. It's already late here. So thank you so much for listening to me. 1 million, I can see your hand was raised up. I don't know if you have anything to tell Biafrans while I yield my mic. So I pass the mic over to you. Onyenye, please try and make 1 million a second co-host, please. 1 million, please go ahead. If you are close to your mic.
I'm just hoping to get to a very conducive environment so that I can vote.
You say?
Let me just recognize your presence.
We can't hear you. Your voice is feeble.
Yes. Because of where I am now.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, our tutor. You know, you always have your time to speak. Nobody will deny you that one. As far as you have a positive message, you have the time. We thank you for your contribution. Speaking about Ugo 247 and their likes, when I look on our brother Holland, just hold on, I will hand over. Holland, just hold on, I will give you the mic. Or has it gone down? So speaking about Ugo 247, you see what the atrocity these people have committed. Ugo 247. I was discussing with one of our brother like that, our Biafran brother, this evening before I started hosting a space. The guy was panicking about this our Prime Minister detention and judgment. I was trying to let him know that if we Biafra give up, which we can, nothing in this life that can we warrant us to give up. But the message is for those who are backsliding, who want to give up. If you give up, you are fighting Nigeria, yet they are causing mayhem in our land. How much more when you give up? Do you know what they will do to you? So you see these people go 247. You see Adadi Oramma, you see Oremi Juice, you see this Biafra Unite. These people have caused a lot of damages. They are the one who are setting us back. When they finish all their atrocity, they will come back. They would like to want to come and play a holy. They want to play as if they are the most righteous. Yet they know that they are the one who put us in the situation we are right now. Look at how many groups. This one is campaigning for fund. Bam bam bam. Very soon, Adadi Oraman and their co want to start their own. So these people will never be forgiven. If they think that they will run away from what they did, when Biafra come, everybody must present their media platform. If you go and delete your media platform, be it Twitter, be it Facebook, whatsoever media you are, if you delete it, we will know the reason why you delete your media, your platform. We are going to hold everybody responsible. You are going to give account of everything you do. That is must. So for those who are doing whatever they are doing, with the mindset that when the time comes, after all, they will go and delete. We must ask you for your platform. We must check all your activities before we will know where we will place you. Thank you very much.
My host, hold on, please. Give me a few seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, Biafrans, share the space. It doesn't cost you anything to share the space. And if you are requesting for mic, you have not shared the space, we will not give you mic. I wonder why you are requesting for mic when you have not even shared the space. So share the space. If you don't share the space, we will not give you mic. That's the stand here. How can you join space you don't want to share, and then you are requesting for mic to speak? To speak to who? Who will do the job for you to come and speak to listeners? People that are here share the space. And that is why people are joining. But you are very fast to request for mic without sharing the space. We will check your profile. If you are not related to Brgie, we will not give you mic. That's it. So don't even bother sharing. If you have not shared anything about Brgie, even our fundraising flag, nothing, and you just jump to come and collect, go to listening section and stay there. We will not give you mic. You have to share our space. We need to see that you've been with Brgie. That means you've understood what we are doing. You are grounded in what we are doing. You know the rules. Then we'll give you mic. Don't come and request for mic when you are not even showing anything, nothing. No relationship, no alignment with Brgie. You are requesting for mic. So that is what I wanted to say. So, but for genuine Biafrans, we forget. I'm talking to sensible Biafrans that are here now, not all those sabo. In case you've forgotten, which is normal, please just share the space, okay? Thank you so much. God bless you. I think it was a Holland that was supposed to speak on you.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
No, your voice is far from the phone. Your voice is far from the phone. Holland, please go ahead.
All right, thank you, Sister Tito. Oh yeah, you are far from the stuff and it's cracking. So, nevertheless,
Please wait.
I want
Let
to
me tell you
appreciate
to refresh. Onyege, can you refresh since I am the co-host now? Can you refresh, if possible? No, we can't hear you. No, it's far from the phone. I think you are far from the phone, so your voice is very weak. So try and refresh, restart your phone, since you have a co-host. Maybe it will sound better. Hold on, please go ahead.
All right. I want to greet everyone in the house. I want to appreciate
the wonderful work every one of us have been committed to doing.
You can hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now.
Okay, Sister Tuto, continue. Let me refresh.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
Let me refresh.
Okay, my brother. Olan, go ahead, please.
All right. Thank you, Sister Tuto. I want to appreciate David. Let me quickly greet everyone that I can quickly reach out to. Mama Inky, appreciate 1 million. Mary Tekan, Cyprian, Ranger Fury, Outcon, Stella, Queen, Benoabo, Baby, Emmanuel, Jim, Biafran Chima, Veteran Dagon, and the Senator. Every one of you, Chichi, all of you, Eunice, I want to appreciate you, our daddy, BMO. I want to say thank you for standing by. You have tried. You have tried. Each time when I see this man and I hear his voice, it tells me and opens my inside of what the value of freedom really means to our first father that started this fight. And we can't fail you, sir. Our life is committed to this. We cannot fail them. Does not matter the division that comes in within. It has just been a program work of our enemy. They so did it well. They orchestrated it well with years. And it's really played out within us. But should that be the yardstick for us to give up? Should that be the reason why we will not rest? Should that be the reason why we will not fight a just cause? The answer is capital no. That is just the truth. Everyone were not actually willing to leave the land of Egypt because of the pain of their oppressor. They are used to it. So, and you can see them complaining. They complain to the extent that, why have you brought us this far to destroy us? Even when it was spelled out to them that, no, I am going to bring a commandment. I'm seeing this process like the same thing. No, whatever we are doing, we were not just doing it blindly. We were doing it legally. And that is the sacrifice. The true leader we presently have now have decided to, they have desired their mind, their plans to do. They have denied themselves. They have sacrificed themselves. A living one indeed, not a dead one. And they will come out with results. And what will make the result quick and fast is us that they are actually fighting for. They are not fighting the fight of themselves. They are fighting the fight that I myself could have protested to do. They are fighting the fight of some of us that we were just tired of being a slave in our own land. Yet we have no head, a leader that can take these chances to be a voice for us. Now we have a leader, and they think they can silence them. It's a plan. And just know from the voice or messages of our leader that I was early played while the program started, I am taking it from there and bringing it alongside with the topic. Actually, we have one message, and that message we carry in our hand is nothing till that time finally come. We are preaching just one message: our freedom. We are just preaching our freedom. If you go back to what that message says, the Sadwana of Sokoto, which is Tafawa Balewa, is a terrorist, is the first person that orchestrated the problem. Yes, This is not a formulation from our leader to say, oh, he's the one that do or that instigate us. No. This is a recorded voice that has evidences by interview. And when he was asked, why did you decided to be in this form to the Eastern people, the Biafrans? He said, I hate them. He said, they are domineering. That first note has actually singled out, not for you, but to as many that will be hearing our voice. We know the true Biafran, the genuine one, no. Not the fall away type, not the one that are decided to dine and wine with their oppressors. No. We will be saying it, and we are here to continue to say it. And the reason why we have to fight, the reason why we have to defend ourselves, because we were known for peace, but war suddenly broke out at our doorpost. And the war will expect us to be quiet? No. The reason why is because the state character broke from someone who called himself a leader. The state character actually got broken. The loss of control. The central government that lost the effective control over the territory and its authority over its own. What is that control? If you look their anthem saying, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful and loyal and honest. To be faithful and loyal and honest. Sardauna Sokoto, where he is faithful, he wasn't faithful. Was he loyal? He was not loyal. Was he honest? He has never been an honest man. He said, I hate them because anywhere they are found, they dominate. And I began to meditate. I began to think over that word, oh, and on again. How can a figure of authority in the north voice some dangerous words out like that? Not just voicing it out, but rather carry out the act that led to how Biafran were killed and they were sent through the train. They are part of body, and you expect them to be quiet, which you understand how the war started in 1967. The lost control of what a leader supposed to be more to be conscious of. He lost the control of holding authority of unity of what they projected to be a country. They lost the control of it. And because the control got lost from their hand, they brought the war to us. Even despite the fact that no, the whole thing still went round. And finally, they decided that no, let this matter be settled after 3 years. Not that they defeat us, not that they conquered us. They say no victor, no vanquish. But the truth of the matter, the truth being made known is that Biafra, our Biafra hold of that time never fold up. They never quit. They stood to the end and they actually defend themselves despite the face of death and hunger that come across the life of, cut short the life of our children, our babies, our brothers and our mothers that time that raided to genocidal war of its kind in the history of mankind. And you expect us to be quiet? Yet, we still project what is called love. We still spread our tentacles across the board. We still relate. We still associate with them. We still spread with no other purpose, but with the heart of probably we can still be loved. But we keep saying it that we are hated. We are hated because inability to provide services. Why? Because the state control casually they determine that the 3 hours that they intended to do or to bring to reality was no virtually inactive. It was deactivated. It was not in any form real. It was a failed thing. So, and you are expecting that country to exist? The state that cannot hold the strong security over its people and infrastructure is not there. The rule of law is broken before everybody's eye. They get away with it when they are the one involved. But once it comes to the order, they say, no, let's kill them, let's kill them, let's kill them once it comes to BIAFRANS. We see the other time that no, when the so-called leader of their cattle what is it called? Their cow that got arrested and later released, not just only released, they gave that same evil orchestrated channel that they are raising cattle up and down. They gave them ministry, not only ministry, they gave them billions of money. Why? Because they have a script that they must continue to project. The figurehead that is there now, right from that time to now, there be any means that any Yoruba man by any chance was there. It was just a script in their hand that they must follow. That is why Obasanjo will open his mouth and say, OD need to be destroyed. That is why Buhari or Tinubu, all of them will say, oh, Kwama should be brought down. Inability to secure a place that has been a point of supply to your source of income. The major one to say. You decided to go in a widespread of violence against them. The violence that perceive, the violence that hit and kill innocent. The records are there. The evidences are there. You brought unrest to the land. Why? Because you have decided to buy the one that have been a tools in your hand as the state evil governors. Why? Because it's a script that they are playing out. How do you know a terror? You know a terror when the heart of violence is not limited to just not taking life. He's happy, sucking blood. And you expect me to be in a country with demons like this? You say we dominate. Yet, show me. I remember that time when the one of our home was, oh, is it better? I don't even know. The cement that was owned by one of our, maybe anyone can just remind me. They shut it down. Now Dangote is the one reigning. And they were so happy using him. Why? Because they have a script to play out. How will you say the people that are be able to build your dirty, slack of smelling place called Lagos is a place that lacks sewage system, stinking place? People came from their ground zero of 20 pounds and they are able to build a city for you. Most of all the so powerful estates and the houses that can be so more magnificent in that Lagos are owned by the BIAFRANS. Yet, you indeed, Tinubu, wife, open his mouth to say, we will sell all of them out. We will bury them in the lagoon. It's a script they have in their hands. And that is why you say then when they come in agreement to say, okay, for us to just enjoy alongside, they decided to be a traitor to sign an agreement with the Fulani because it is a script in their hands. The way I know God created me is for me to do or to rule and to dominate. It is not me, it is God that said so. And our domineering force is not even a domineering force, but rather a program of progress, a program of development. And these people, they say they hate education. These people said they don't want education. Someone that does not have education, how will you think of programming of development, thinking of programming of educating yourself, looking for wisdom, looking for knowledge, looking for expansion, looking for a way to do things, not just within your contract place, but rather with expansion of international way. And that's why we see it itself from the East, so-called East or the Igbo, for them to have anything, he would rather call a white. And we can see playing even before our eyes that Alex Tom, shame on you because you are a terrorist. Biafrans say, shame on you because you are a terrorist. And that is why we can see the damn that contract that they sign you into, and even the contract of the pipe they sign you into. Why? Because you decided to collude with a terrorist country. Shame on you, because if you are not programming and carrying out the script that is given to you by the so-called terrorist Shetima that has been listed out, even from Saudi Arabia, that he is from what is it called? Is it from Dubai? That they are terrorists. His name is part of it, and you have a handshake to do deals with them. We thought we uphold the rule of law. We never know that, no, you are rather a serpent. You are rather an evil entity. You are rather bringing shame upon your nation. And that nation will go down. There is no nation fighting against light that will survive. You will not survive it. Darkness will overwhelm you. And you expect us to be quiet even when we have never made a step out of our boundary to dominate any tribe within the so-called evil entity Gota Media. Gota Media, you see us as if we are the one instigating war. They will never carry it. No one is carrying it. The only means we have is the internet that Elon Musk project out. If not, who would have heard our voice? The other time, they began to block every access to see that our voice is not heard. Why? Because there was no freedom of speech, which the Bembema liar Mohammed projected out, because they have a script. Let's kill these people silently. The world will not hear about them. How long will you continue with your evil and you expect us not to react? And the bet of what bring about the Biafra different forces was all because of this oppression. And we didn't just jump into it. We did everything systematically by our prime minister, who took time to dig into what the archive of UN is all about, so that it won't look tomorrow like today or in future to say, why did you take laws into your hands? But rather, we took the law of the war that comes together in the unity of their countries. United States, is that not going to be a shame on you if you are to watch that we are being destroyed, are being killed, and you expect us to be quiet and you do nothing? Leader of conscience. I think they say conscience. Where is the conscience of the leaders of the world? If you expect Biafran to be quiet, is that not a shame if you will not rise? If just even one will not rise? We are happy that we see at least one that has rose up. Canada has been bold enough to say, these people, you don't know them. They only planted themselves in the government or that is ruling. The ruling government, which is known as PDP. The ruling government, which is known as APC. But these people are not the party they claim to be. They are terrorists. And unless, Tom, you are not ashamed of yourself to look deep and do your proper investigation without depending on them? Do we have an agreement to be in the same contraction? Even when they forced us against our will from 1914, and it expired in 2014, and you are telling me they bound me to a slave life and you expect me to continue with it? It cannot work. Never will it work. It can never work. I have a reason to live a freeborn life. I have a reason to exist as a freeborn being. God never created me to be a slave. He asked me to dominate. So even if Sadwana even said I'm dominating, fine, good and fine. If you say I'm dominating, if which indeed no Igbo man can ever see, no Biafra man can ever see dominated by oppressing or killing. We only dominated by excelling. We dominated by progressing. We dominated by making the head, being the head of anywhere we find ourselves, with hard work, with tolerance, with patience. We work out our success in a hard and a very painful way. The record are there. The history can define it. And because of this, we refuse to be a coward. Then you think you want to enslave me because you see me doing what is challenging you. Instead of you to ask, how am I doing it? Then you see me that no, it's a domineering force. And you think you project the Madam Fodi over me. If there will be a last man standing, all land will stand. Every single one of us here will stand. For you to dip that thing in the Atlantic Ocean here, no, the place will be burnt down. It can never happen. Not now or later. It will never happen. The birth of BDF was not by any other proscription, any other agenda, was not by any other purpose, but because we have been killed enough within the contraction. There is none of any ethnic that has been killed or destroyed like we do. They killed all is enough. Were the Yoruba killed? Have they fought any war in their life? Were the Hausa killed? Have they fought any war in their life? Show me within the contraction anywhere the bombardment of that kind that happened within Biafra that you can testify to. And you expect me and my generation to continue? I know. For me not to have peace, then everywhere will sink. For me not to know my own freedom that is given to me, not by you, not by mankind, but given to me by God, then anywhere I need to go down. Everyone will turn to beast. That's just the truth. Anywhere you see any Biafra, just know that you are seeing your death. That's just the truth. If you won't allow me to live my life in my own God-given land, not in any part of the world. We have never been a terrorist in any part of the world. We have never been a terrorist even within the contraption that we find ourselves forcefully. Just within my own space, allow me to live my life. Then you say I will be a slave? No. It can't work. It can't work. And you deliberately open the border. You allow terrorists to flood into the country. Then you have a project to do that which is the bidding of your father, Usman Danfodi. That dirty rag, Sultan. You can't try it. You see, for Biafra not to come, you are ready. Your life will go down. For you saying that, for you not to see it, you will go down. You are a demon. You need to be destroyed. And any enablers of them, whether within and within the contraption, you will pay a very high price. The beast has just really come out. You think you capturing the leaders, that's just the end of the struggle? You missed it all. You really messed the whole matter up. Since you don't understand the language of dialogue, then the language of war will be better. After all, you brought the war. Then if you bring the war, then you expect me to fold and all be on my knee? No, now we are men that stand to fight. We are men that stand to defend. We will stand to fight and we'll stand to defend. We have not taken the battle to any corridor of any war, but the war is within our contract, our end, our head. They brought the war to our corridor and we will react. And see, my voice need to go to everyone that I began to see on media space. I took my time to go through immediately the judgment of the evil customary court or whatever court they call it. Useless country that is not even up to like call it, is it up to Delta State? At the end of the day, I can see many people, many, and this is where I want to like see how your brain can get reset. Because of one man that brought you and I together, I can see many that don't even believe in BRGIE. They were not commending, writing against the Finland government and their country, writing to the war, good and fine. And I begin to ask you, after you writing, and men are doing the needful, do you think they have any source of income? The game that is playing out, do you think they have any source of it, like you and I, that we can go out to hustle? Do you think they have any means to go out to hustle? They are committed to the cause of what you and I can go and do. And that is why our support need to come together in unity to do what? To do more than what, to intensify more than what we can do. We just need to give our life as if we have been captured in any place we find ourselves. Let's just do it once and for all. We will bring this evil entity to their knee. It is possible. How long we continue to stand to look far? You are a coward if you do that. You want to look, okay, I will come in when it is necessary. When are you to come if not now? You are a coward if you are doing that. The misbreed within us, we understand the game they play out and everybody go collect. The mercy period has really wiped off. A new page must be open. And the new page that will be open will be funded by you and me. To separate the real shaft from the wheat. We need to take that off. We need to take that. Enough is enough. Enough. I'm just tired of saying sabotage. Enough is enough. We just need to do the needful. No more mercy. If just one, let's take one as an example first. And see whether the rest will not. You will see a change. One, just one or two. Everybody will need to wake up and do this. Not that you are being invited to come and do this. If it's going to come to that, then everybody will come that will know how to find our way back home. We can only achieve that currently now because men are on ground to do that which is needful. They are doing the needful. The result is playing out, and we can only do better. By the time the game get hot, I'm telling you, they will pick this man out. Our leader will be brought out. They will bring him out. They will bring them out to a round table. You think you are the one that will go? You think you are the one that will go? The intensification need to go far and high. And before it will finally come to that round table, someone is there already. Our APM is there. Is he shaking? Does he look like someone that is shaking? It's the same gene that is running in the same two leader that is running in the same this man. He said he valued not in his life again. Then what do you want again? If you will not come out to do the needful. When my brother was talking yesterday, tears were rolling down my eye. And Afam was talking, tear was rolling down my eye. For good 2 months, this young man has not been able to pay for where he lives. He has been committed to the cause. The same thing applies to everybody here. And that is why we need to wake up. We are awake, but waking up is doing the needful finally. The journey can be quick. The journey can be fast. The journey can be smooth as early as possible. We are in a war already. Yes, the war is there already. Not that we are going to be in a war. We are in a war already. And by the time we intensify, we will have people that will support us. I can bet you people will come in to support us. When the game gets hot, people will come. But we will be the one to invite them. People will come to do to bring this matter to a round table, but we will be the one to involve them. Even while we are doing our posting, our whatever we are doing as a media, fine, good and fine. But the intensification force now is not in on the media alone, but rather to the BDF. Let BDF shake the area. They can't shake the area with empty sticker. You hold bullet for hand. There is no granite. You only taste. But by the time granite go along with the stick, then we'll know that no, something is going on. You think these people are folding up? They have really mounted. And as they mounted, then we need to do what we need to mount along with them. We need to fight. We fight. Bring it out. Oh, I'm begging everyone. Let's do the needful. We can make it happen. God has so blessed us so much. Even they see us as a slave, and we have never seen ourselves to be one. Don't ever project yourself to be one. There is nothing you will do to please them. I am telling you, there is no way you will do to please them. Whether they not or anywhere, there is no way. There is a seed of greatness in you. Get that straight to your skull head. The seed of greatness that lies in the children of God is there. There is no doubt about it. The seed of greatness that is promised to Abraham down to Jacob, which you are promised about and covenanted to, is what they are jealous about. You are not like them. You can never be like them. And that is why God has blessed you. He has blessed you with the blessing to defend yourself. Why are you holding it back? Why are you holding it back? When your freedom is there for you to do what? To have it, and you are holding what will bring your freedom. I calculated yesterday, I said, wow, within 6 months, if 50 people can bring $20,000, $1.7 billion. AJ. I said, wow, my goodness, I wish I got this. I would just say, please, RCOS, I beg you, 6 months, can you give me result? 6 months, I want to see result. If I did not see result, then I deny to be to have my identity with my people. 6 months, I want to see result. And we can make it happen. Please, there is no need of you holding that thing in anywhere in the world. Bring it out. There is no place that is as sweet as home. You will soon be driven back. You will soon be pursued. You will soon be set out. You will soon be pushed away from that strange land. You are a freeborn, return back home. There is no place sweet like home. Is it land? God bless you. Is it weather? It's good. Is it nature? It's great. Where you are is not great like home. And the safety of our territory will be mounted. We will never be invaded again. To be eye to eye, tooth to tooth. Please and please, let's wake up to do the needful. Please and please, it is time for you and I to wake up. We are not God. We are not dulling people. We are are not dulling people. If you don't know, go and check your history and understand what your progenitor is all about. That bet you have a gene of warrior in you. You are not a cowards. You are fearless people. You are men that stand at the gate against your enemy. And you have what it takes for you to stand. Wake up! And let's do this nonsense shit off. Enough is enough. You know what it is? If you understand the language of being a slave, that for you not to be free, he will do anything. Who are you? Who gave you that order? A bastard that has no lineage, traceable or tracked to even the contraption. Open his mouth to tell me that he is going to do anything, and he's doing it. He's giving Alex job. He's giving him contract. He's doing every bidding to make sure that no, he's caged you and I, and you are there. You want to be quiet? Are you a coward? Enough. 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 Let's do the needful. Let me take a little water. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you, BIAFRANS, for giving me this chance and opportunity.
Yeah, thank you.
My host, please check your inbox, please.
Yeah, I'll check the inbox. I saw your message. Okay, let me check again. Okay, our brother Roland, you are speaking very, very noble. I was battling with my network. I refresh. I want to come back to the space. It's not allowing me to come back again. I struggle. It's not allowing me. I have to use another phone to come in. Thank you very much. Follow BIAFRANS. Please pick up the mic now that we have time. Pick up the mic. Let us speak. If everybody is sitting on listening session, nobody will be speaking. We encourage everybody to pick up the mic. Like our topic says, let me once again introduce the topic for the benefit of those who are just joining. Our topic says, we must not disappoint our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, our leader, Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Nigeria must leave our land as fund BDF. We must fund BDF to enable our BDF to chase this terrorist government called Nigeria. These terrorists in uniform, we need to chase them away from our land. We need to prove to our leaders that we are behind them. We are all the lectures that they have given to us. As a mother, as a father who have a child, expect their children to grow. If you call our leader Mazi Nnamdi your leader, if you call our leader Prime Minister your leader, they have taught us so many things. On their absence, we must not allow the light they have, the fire they have put in on. We must not allow it to quench. So the question is, what are you doing to see that this light, this fire did not quench? What are you doing? Are you among those on the fence, waiting for our leader Mazi Nnamdi to come out for you to come back and join? Are you among those who are waiting for Prime Minister to come out before you can do the needful? Are you aware that Fulani is not waiting for anybody to carry out their mayhem, to carry out the atrocity they are carrying everywhere in that useless country called Nigeria. Are you aware of that? This is the time every one of us need to come out. I want you to know that your coming out is emboldening them, is making them to be more stronger. Your coming out supporting this struggle, it is some or many of the reasons why our leaders are strong wherever they are. That is why I titled this topic, we must not disappoint them. I just want you to understand how our leader Nnamdi Kanu, I want you to just imagine how our leader Nnamdi Kanu will feel when he heard that there is no longer anything called Biafra, or everybody have scattered. How do you think he will feel? How do you think our Prime Minister will feel? Are you not seeing the reason why we must not disappoint them? So, follow Biafrans, I will like you to pick up the mic. Come here. Your coming here is to tell those who are sitting on the fence. Your picking up the mic is to tell those who are standing on the fence the reason why they should stand up, the reason why they should support what we are doing, the reason why they should fund our BDF. So without wasting much of our time, I would like our brother, the young, to take over the mic and speak to Biafrans. Thank you.
Mazi Dewo, greetings, great Biafrans. Mbedoma from my side. I greet Biafrans with the language of heaven. Mbedoma, Biafra Brig government. I greet all the Genu Biafrans. For you being Genu is for you still fighting for your freedom by funding the government who is fighting the oppressor over us. So this is the people that I'm greeting when I say I greet all Biafrans. I greet Biafra Brig government that through the umbrella we are alive today in various destinations where the zoo terrorist country have chased us away out from our land too. We are being scattered all over the world because the zoo are hunting for our life. That is what makes us to be scattered all over the world, for we to be able to live like human. So it is not a thing of joy that we are being scattered all over the world like a sheep who have no shepherd. But today we thank Chukwuka Biama for giving us a shepherd, and that shepherd is Biafra Brig government that have been speaking for its citizens, not only in the homeland, but in exile. Yes, because the world know Biafra Brig government as a leading entity to Biafran people. So we are not a lost people. We are a people from Chukwuka Biama. Greetings once again. Yes, Biafrans and all black race and all Igbo race and all humanity in black race. I have a question to ask every one of us. Is the world we are living or is the category where them place with the black people? Is it the word place us in a justice list, or did the word place us in a list of injustice? The word place us. Okay, let me put it this way. Let me put it the European continent place us in a list of injustice. Because the reason I withdraw the statement word, we have a humanity who is leading the world today, which is #1 citizen, Donald Trump, and we have the president of Russia, and we have the president of Israel, who are fighting for the humanity. So, but let me channel the injustice that are being committed to we Biafran people. When I say Africans or when I say black race, I refer to Biafran people. The injustice that the European place on us is being played in a scream of plasma, and the handwriting is so boldly that everyone's understand it, that this game being played toward these people is an injustice, it is an atrocity. But Biafrans, do you know the reason the world keep mute? They keep mute because you are the one to fight for yourself and liberate yourself. America was a slave under Britain Empire until then decide that the suffering is too much. The heavy load toward them is too much. Then take arms by themselves and fight their way out. The world has seen the injustice, but Biafrans, who will fight for you? Nobody will fight for you. You are the one to fight for yourself. You are the one to liberate yourself. You are the one to liberate your unborn children and your generation to come. So, the injustice that we have been expressing since we were born till date, it is enough to every person of us, every human being. If you are breathing, it is the time for you to rise up and say enough is enough, because the injustice is being played in a wide screen. Do you think that is a joke? Those of you that find it so hard to accept the reality, is it when the death comes to your doorstep, you will see it as reality? If injustice is being committed toward you, and you fail to speak up, and you fail to defend yourself, the next what will happen to you is death. There's no two way about it. Biafrans, this is not the time to preach anymore, or this is not the time to plead for your money. Because if you fail to bring your money to fight for the humanity to live in this world, if you fail to fight for your freedom, if you fail to fight for a better future for your generation, you may be living like a King Solomon today, but do you know what the future brings? Do you know what the next generation, the next centuries will see? That time you will not be here to talk anymore. That is what humanity think all about. You don't just think that you are okay today So for that, other people die, let them die, don't concern you. No. History change. You that may be okay today, tomorrow your land will be invaded by the Islamization conquerors. And with your okayness, and with your money, and with your everything, you cannot escape the injustice or the atrocity. You know, we have been into injustice already, atrocity, death. But this one that is coming is like a doubling 50 kg into 3. Just, I think we understand. That is the next that will come for those who refuse to embrace the reality, for those who find it so hard to accept the truth. Biafra, this is the time for we to rise up and fight this injustice toward us. Why is the European country holding our leaders? Is all this atrocity not enough for Igbo people to rise up and say enough is enough? The terrorists, Nigeria government, who have denied their citizens the life, the right to live, and that is what gives birth for every Nigeria citizen to run out from that land and travel to exile, where they can sleep and wake up with their 2 eyes in their neck. All this atrocity have been going on. I was born. I see myself in a corrupt society, in a land where their leader deny its citizen the right to live, where they denies us job opportunity, not to talk of other things that is being needed for life to grow better. And that is what gives birth for all of us being scattered all over the world. If the world that we are living, or if the Europe, because I know we have so many Africans in Europe and so many people from Zoological Animal Republic Kingdom region in Europe. So if the European try to be a country or a union that are fighting for justice or for humanity, why not them question Bulgaria citizen? Why is your citizens all over the world suffering? At least if they claim that they want to fight a righteous, a just cause, I believe that this is where they're supposed to start from. This country that your citizens are all over the world, and we see you as #1 richest country in the world. Why is your citizens all over the world? No, they cannot ask Nigeria that question because them too are corrupt. But anytime God Almighty send a Messiah who will come and speak for his people, who will come and liberate his people, who will come and bring innovation and transformation to his people, that is when we will see European Union, they will appear. They will tag them terrorists. They will tag them conflict committer. They will tag them they will tag them all sorts of names. Then my question to the European Union, who hold our Prime Minister? Are them not seeing the killing going on in that region, in that Biafra land? How the repentant Boko Haram that was recruited inside Nigeria army by the same Nigeria government to use them to be killing Biafran people. Millions of Biafran have been killed by the same repented Boko Haram inside Nigeria army. Why did European Union have not go arrest Musa and his generals and ask them, why are you people killing Christians? No. No, they did not see those ones as a terrorist. They see them as angels. Yes, because, you know, anytime they give them a Ghana must go of dollar. So, Ibrahim Tunji is there in the northern Nigeria. He have taken over 5 states. Ibrahim Tunji, we all know him, a terrorist leader under Boko Haram. Tunji, he have taken over 5 states in that northern region, which is presently and even tomorrow collecting a tax from citizens and from villagers in those places. Why have European Union or why have Britain, who claim to be a good leader in Nigeria, why have them not go and arrest Ibrahim Tunji Bello? Yes, Tunji Bello. Why have European Union have not go to Nigeria because they have the power? Why have not go to Nigeria and arrest Bello Tunji? Why are you killing indigenous people of this land? Why are you killing Christians? The worst is, why are you killing Christians? Oh, European Union did not see all this one as a terrorist. No, they see it as evangelism. Yes, the terrorists are doing evangelism in the north, so they are welcome. But we, the Biafran people who are fighting for our right to survive, always these people tag us a terrorist. The question to every one of us is who to end all this calamity. We are the ones to end it. Nobody. Anyone sitting on the fence, anyone waiting for our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who was kidnapped by Nigeria government, led by British government, and was detained unjustly. Anyone who is sitting, waiting for them, there is no time. Today, the leader of Biafran people, the Prime Minister of Biafran people, who speak for the survivor of Biafran people, is being today from detention to imprisonment. And some people who call themselves Igbo, I have colluded with the enemy, living so happily. Biafrans, we once remember that our Prime Minister once said to us, they are not after him. These people are looking for a way to take him out so that they can get to us. So that word is so deep. Anyone waiting for our Prime Minister to come out, before you will start doing the needful, go and ask people of Benue how they are feeling the heat. You know, I'm just using Benue because it is a neighboring country to Biafra, to Biafran land. So go and ask people in that region, how are they feeling the heat? Because for anyone sitting in the fence, see all this injustice toward humanity, and you claim to be sitting on the fence, remember that that fence can be collapsed at any time. Remember that even that enemy who you think that you are not funding for your survival, you think that you are safe from that enemy, you are not safe. If that enemy come, the enemy will still consume you because the identity is not in your face. Whether you are founder of Biafra or you are not a founder, or you are not funding Biafra. But the only thing who will save every one of us, that it is we rise up when there are still a sunset. Now that there are still a sunset, we all should rise up. We all should bring what we have. We all should bring our money. We all should bring our spiritual backup. Because with your money, then your spiritual backup can be held by Chukwu Okabiama. So that we can fight this injustice toward us before it will get to every one of us doorstep. No one will escape it. Don't think that you are in Asia, that you may escape it. Don't think that you are not in North America or you are in South America, that you may escape it. No. We all know the war that is going on all over the world. Where do you hide yourself to fight for your survival? Biafran people, Biafran government are a government who is fighting the injustice in Sahel region. And that is why the European Union always see Biafran people as a threat to them. Ask yourself, what is our crime? Have we killed anyone? Have we taken any land from any indigenous people by force? Have we invaded any community? The answer is no. Then why are the world always tagging us terrorists? Because we are being hated. We are being hated because of what Chukwu Okabiama installed in our land. Nobody is so important in Biafra land, but we are being hated because of our land. So don't think that you not funding Biafra government, that you are innocent. When the war will come, the war don't know the funding or not funding, but only what will make us to survive them and to defend them and to consume the enemy when they come. It is that we have enough machinery. It is that we have enough money. It is that we have enough money to purchase enough food. It is that we have enough money to purchase enough machinery. That is the importance of our money. And since the Lord Chukwu Okabiama take us to exile today, he has a reason for taking us to exile. The reason he take us to exile today, it is because of a cause today, which we have been into war for more than 5 years. No word is talking about it. No media is talking about it. They kidnap our first leader, then still kidnap our second leader. If the world we are living is the world of justice, why not ask Nigeria, why are you holding Nnamdi Kanu? What is the problem? No, they don't want to know the problem. Rather, to still come and kidnap our prime minister. It is to show every one of us that we are the one to fight and liberate ourselves and save ourselves and live as a human and live as a humanity, likely other people who have fight and liberate themselves are living in their land. Igbo people, Igbo Biafrans, wake up. Wake up before the day will get dark. For when the day gets dark, it will be very dark. It will be very brutal. Even that your money that you have been storing in your bank account, feeling that you are okay, when the day gets dark, you will not see the sunlight to go and take that your money to do what we are begging you today, pleading to you today to come and do. Biafrans, we will never give up, because we giving up is we have accepted to be killed. You know, when these people bring our enemy, they will put knife on their neck. That is, we giving up. That is what we have accepted. So, if them think holding our leaders will make us to give up, they are lying. Rather, it is strengthening us, letting us to know that these people are quietly a corrupt and a disgrace to a humanity. That is what it is letting me to understand. Yes, they have placed it all. They have placed it all. Instead of seeking for solution, they cry that the people are crying. Instead of seeking to the solution and resolution of every problem, it is detaining and holding our leaders. If they think that holding them will make us to back down, they should go and replan. And as they are replanning, we the Biafran people, we are replanning ourselves and strengthening ourselves. Because instead of we to leave our land for a terrorist government or for Islamization to come and conquer our land, instead of we to live as a slave and die like a slave, we will fight on our feet and die like a hero. We are not afraid to die. The life we are living today is equals to death. So if the Westerners think that they will enslave us, we are born as a slave. And if they think that we will die as a slave, they should go and ask their creator. If this breed that even them breed, if it is their own, but it is not their own. So our message to them from the soil of Biafra is that they can never take our land, and they can never ever enslave us for we to die like a slave. We are ready. We are ready to fight and to die like a hero. And for me to remind those Igbo sabotage in Biafra land, our spring leader Nnamdi Kanu was saying that instead of Biafra not to come, that land, we should destroy everything on it. And that is where we stand. For Igbo saboteurs, wopaka onwe n'ofe before owaka mmadu. Igbo saboteurs, I once used to tell them, if you say that you will not fund Biafra cause, but whenever Biafra come, you will go back to Biafra land, I tell them you are welcome. Yes, if you are not funding Biafra cause, and when Biafra come, you are welcome, no problem. But what we will not allow is that you are not funding Biafra cause, and you are sabotaging what we are doing, and you are cajogating destroy every effort that we make. Resist from that. Igbo saboteurs, those claiming that you people are Igbo, we have them in this media. You people should resist. This is the journey of restoration of Biafra. Many souls have gone down. Many resources have been invested. So you sitting on the fence, not investing, but you are in the side, calculating what other people are investing their sweat to make sure that it will come to reality. Don't think that you will get away free with it. Many who try to sabotage this struggle have died, and many will still go down for it because many have gone down and a lot of sacrifices have been made, and still we are here to make more. Resist, Igbo saboteur. Time shall come, we will not have time to tell you people should stop sabotaging. But the spirit of the land of Biafra will be consuming every saboteur one by one, anywhere you are. It doesn't matter, any part of the world you are. The spirit of Biafra will start consuming every one of you. Karma is real. As it happened in the time of Israelites, don't think that the same God don't live. That the same God live. That the same God still exists. When the Moses lead the children of Israel, when they crossed the Red Sea on the desert, the children of Israel started lamenting. Then say, Moses, why do you bring us here? We are eating chicken once in a day in Egypt. Why you did not leave us for we to be managing and be eating that chicken? The anger of God arose, the ground opened and swallowed thousands of them. The reason I repeat this history, karma is real. When the journey gets tough, the tough one will carry it along. Biafrans, we will never give up. We have invested so much and so much souls have gone down. If we give up, we have sabotaged our leaders, which the enemy have held in captivity. So we that still breathe fresh air, we will never give up. Those who win in a war is not those who are 50 million in number. Those who win in a war is those who are 100 in number, but they are fighting for equity and justice. The cause that we, the Biafran people, we are fighting for the cause of equity and justice. What belongs to us, let it be managed within ourselves. That is the fight we are fighting. And anyone who try to take away our resources should face justice. That justice is, we may decide, if it's still us, we may decide to kill you, we may decide to jail the person. So, to Igbo saboteurs, those who win war is not those who propagate or those who lie, but those who win war is those who are fighting for the rightful things. For the rightful things. So Biafrans, we must be strong. It doesn't matter if we are 20 million and the enemies are 50 million. It doesn't take Chukwu Okabiama to do his wonders. He has been doing it. He's the owner of breath. If he like, he sees the air, the enemy can never breathe again. So I so much and strongly believe in this cause of Biafra survivor. Because without Biafra, my people, there's no hiding place for we again. All over the world now, we are being seen as a threat. So it's only Biafra land that we have a safer place. That is the reason we must fight to make sure that we restore our land and we liberate ourselves from this wolf, from these vampires call themselves human beings in our midst. Thank you, great Biafrans. I salute everyone. I salute our co-hosts, Biafra Lizen. I salute Holland. I salute everyone. Mazin Code Number 1 million Salmon Ekpa, Ranger Fury, Madam Inke. I salute everyone. Great Biafrans, we move with strong spirit. We move. Thank you for giving me the mic. I will be on the listening station. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your submission. Fellow Biafrans, we thank every one of you who have gathered here to advise those who are sitting on the fence to stand up. This is not time to cry. This is not time to portion blames. This is the time we need to show those enemies that we have come. This generation is the generation that will bring Biafra. We can never allow Hope Uzodema. We can never allow Peter Mba. We can never allow Soludo. How many people are these people who have hijacked over our land and they are killing our people in order to please their Fulani masters? We can never allow these people to prevail. That is why we are here. We must do everything we must do to make sure that that thing that our fathers, our mothers could not achieve, we are going to achieve it this time. Without wasting time, I would like to hand over the mic to Mazi Nko the number. Open your mic and speak to Biafran.
Thank you so much, Honorable Lazon, Biafra Lazon. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for hosting us. My comrades and ladies, I greet you. Ministers of Biafra, friends of Biafra, thank you. Difficult moment of our race. Yes, and it's not a situation like this is not peculiar to us. And we are not afraid to face it. When we go outside, the enemy chases us, we run. We come to our home. The enemy had the temerity to invade our land. Are we going to run? The answer is hell no. The answer is hell no. We must not disappoint MNK, MSE. Nigeria must leave our land, fund BDF. It is a must. And to those of you who often say you are waiting till in fact, Biafrans, please, let us put some things in practical and also change some of our wordings. Anybody you hear say they're waiting for our Prime Minister or leader Mazaka to come out before you do, see the person as enemy. See the person as enemy, and the person has to be treated as enemy because the person is telling his own fellow enemies to continue holding them. And if he's a Biafran, and I am here to tell that such person is not a Biafran, regardless of the name the person bear, regardless of what he speaks. If you like, make parable with my dialects. I don't care. I don't care. You are enemy. And you are not a Biafran. You are not an Igbo person. I don't no longer count you through your name or your spoken language. I judge you through your utterances and your actions. As a typical Biafran blood, I know what my people can do. So those who are doing anything that is strange to us, regardless of what language they speak, they are not part of me. This is how I define it. And this is how we continue to follow it. Gone were days. Gone were days. They succeed with that narrative. Our leader, Mazen Kanu, must not be disappointed. That is non-negotiable. It has no in between. It's a must. I will not disappoint him. I will not disappoint the Prime Minister. I will not disappoint my parents. Yes. This is task rested on my shoulder. In making sure that the status quo that is not for interest isn't sustained, isn't handed over to our children and unborn generations. It's a task written on our shoulder. We are obligated. It's not a choice, it's a must. In as much you are blooded sons and daughters of the soil. It's a task. It is task, the obligation. You know, there are some fallen heroes that made solemn requests before giving up. I am obligated, making sure that request realized. Those who said, leave no stone unturned in making sure Biafra is restored. Biafra restoration is their justice. 5 million children and pregnant women. I've said this, there's no sacrifice the enemy will do that will stop us. Unless they will do sacrifice that is above that of 5 million children. Otherwise, no sacrifice the enemy will do that will stop us. We have made the sacrifice by blood, anything. Therefore, I am very, very energetic in speaking about this Biafra anyway, because I have checked thoroughly, back and forth, left and right, up and down, and I see no crime in what we're doing. I see no thing that we're done, nor our forefathers have done that would demand, make the enemy to choose to treat us this way. And I am not blaming the person who came when I was sleeping to take what belonged to me. I'm not blaming the person, I blame myself. And now that I'm awake, the person there coming to take it again, I also blame myself if I allow the person to take it now that I awake. Is blame. I will not allow that person. He has done it when I was sleeping. I blame myself for falling asleep. I didn't blame the invader. But now that I'm awake, I also blame myself if I allow them to succeed. It is better to die standing than living on my knees. It is better to fight and die than to sit back and still die. Therefore, every Biafran blood, anywhere in the world, we all are into this. If you exempt yourself, don't worry. The chicken will surely come home to roost. When the time comes, you will not lie to your children, because every truth is on social media. Unlike 1970, when some parents lied against our maternal leader to justify their action. But today, every happening has actually vindicated our fallen heroes and the living heroes, and all of us here. If the world feel that what we're doing is wrong, let them come openly and tell us to our face. Come openly and say it. If those who are invading our land committing all manner of crime, thinking that propaganda, so why are they depriving media? Why are they depriving media from covering what is going on? If you are sincere, why are you suppressing the reportage? Why are you biased reportage? Why are you suppressing the media? And if you are external body, you really wish to know the truth. We don't need, we are not asking for pity. No. We don't want to no pity. We don't want to be pitied. We want the rule of law to be respected. Yes. That's all we want. Yes. If you want to know the truth, unannounced, send your investigator. Go and investigate secretly. If you announce it, it will be sabotaged by the zoo terrorist Islamic states of Nigeria, Iran and Hamas extension. To those who are abetting them because of resources that belong to us, Biafran people, you will surely steal from your own juice when the time comes, if you don't desist. The resources belong to us. You will still get it when you come to us. Yes. But we realize that you want to go through the back door. You will not. Yes. You will not. That thing that giving you morale, that giving you boldness, think you're going to do it, will disappoint you when the time comes. Yes. We are children of nation. Yes. Biafrans, anywhere you are in the world, this is not the time of building mansions. I said those who are in Biafra lands, if you capture anybody building hotel, building any mansion that is not a resident, as long as the person have a place he can lay head, capture the video and try to get who is building those things. We can't be building while the land is under siege. We can't tolerate that. We can't be building our land while the land is under siege. Yes. Building nonsensical hotel. When you look at these people, you will know that they are calculated in their actions. Those who are supposed to build factory to employ our people, no. Now that they're building what they used to destroy our women, children. They are building what they used to destroy our young ladies. How many of them have built factory? I am saying this. We must call a spade without minding whose us is God. The only way you will get me, will hurt me, is what I'm saying. If what I'm saying is false. But if it's truth, all your ranting and everything is, and you come to my page to talk trash, I see your name, I will curse you. And be rest assured, if you are a Biafran blood, which I know, even no matter where the person was born, the disparity of our business will not be much. I know what Biafran bloods will do. Those who hiding under our names, those who were born in our land, those who sojourn our land after the genocidal war, they refuse to live among the people. They go isolate themselves, live in a solitary place together, begin to born their children. They learn our tongue, pierce our name, they cancel tribal mark. Today, they are the people parading themselves as Igbos. They have grandchildren. I know you. I won't be adapt to take you as part of me. I know what an Igbo man will do. I know what an Igbo woman will do. I know what typical blood will do. So stop fooling yourselves. Anybody hiding under Igbo nomenclature to kill my people, you are the same Fulani invaders. You are the same Afonja, you are the same enemy. So stop that your takia is no longer working. I can no longer subscribe to it. Be rest assured, you will be visited. You are not an Igbo, you are not a Biafran. You are the same Fulani children of Usman Fodio, invader immigrants. Yes, that's who you are. Yes. Now you are a governor, you are a senator, you are PG, you are appointed Igbe, you are bishop. Bishop Onega, you're a Fulani man. Bishop Onega, you're not an Igbo man. It's a challenge I'm throwing to you. Stop deceiving my people. Those of you going there to pay tithe to give him, why is against what we're doing? Is against Maznanekan. Is against among those who plotted his kidnap. Is against what we're doing. Is against our defense, against our freedom. You are fooling yourself. If you are yet to understand that any acclaimant of God is supposed to be in forefront of fighting for your freedom, speaking against injustice, speaking against crime against humanity, yet there are moot when you are being killed. That the world, leader of the world, are talking about sanction for those who are killing Christians today. Not by any of them. Not that they went to the line to them is the climate change. If you are Christian and you are speaking against Biafra government, you will steal from your own Jews because they are the mouth that speaking for you. They can't tell me that they are what they claim to be, yet they are moots. Why nothing about Christianity is mentioned in the Sharia constitution? Every evidence are there, overwhelming, beyond reasonable doubt, and you continue fooling yourselves. I will not pity you when you be dealt with. I will not mind political correctness when I'm speaking against you because you're a fool. Fair to reason. You can't tell me they're part of you while you're being killed. They are moots. Rather, after collecting your money, they did not build factory for you to be employed. They are brag of private jets, building university that you cannot attend. Yet you want me to keep quiet. And when I talk, some of you moron and holistic, idiotic moron will come and begin to defend your killers. You will end up. Facts, it suits you. Prefer to reason. Because ignorance is not excuse. No. Yes. You can't see your enemy and you are there. The other one is in our land. Our land. The Fulani man telling you that a grandfather has come. Everybody kneel down. Grandfather has come. Everybody kneel down. Any idiotic and holistic moron. Invada. Subjugating in the land of Idu. Land of Nibo. Telling my people to subjugating them. Do you know the spiritual meaning of what he's doing? And they call themselves a human being, call themselves educated, call themselves this, and you keep quiet. That nonsense is going on. You are being subjugated. Subjugated. I will not keep quiet because when an elder see evil and keep quiet, you're an evil elder. I am an elder. It depends on who, I must not be 86 before I be elder because I have little one following me. They call me dead. They address me like elder. So I must condemn evil when I see one to leave example for them. So that is why I'm speaking. If what I'm saying is true, you cannot do me anything. But if it's lie, you succeed. So therefore, every Biafran paying tithe to these people, why those who are defending you, you are ignoring them. You will suffer for your idiocy. I will never pity you when your suffering will come. Change your idiotic mindset and stop supporting those who are killing you. You are shooting your leg. Why supporting them? Why giving money to those who be giving to those who are fighting for you? Enough is enough. Enough. It is our land. It is our land. We owe no one apology for defending it. It is my right, inalienable. Yes, 1,000,000% right to decide how I'll be governed, decide where to belong, and govern myself, make my law, police myself, interpret my law, enforce the law. It is my inalienable right, given to me by Creator of the universe, my Creator, not by any man. Therefore, you don't have the right to tell me what to do in this aspect. It's my right. Biafrans, anywhere you end the world, this is not the time of, if you're in abroad today, you are being there to fund this liberation and the recognition. That money you are making is for this, not for any other thing, not for designers, not for party, not for mansions, not for fleet of cars. But if you insist, going all the way around, and that person who is telling you otherwise, do not surprise. As long as you cannot swear with that, say that this person is your blood, don't take his word. Okay? I am taking up about the oath. If you cannot swear with your life that this person is part of you, don't dispute what I'm saying. Judge the person by their actions and utterances, not by name, not by spoken tongue. Henceforth, if we can do that, we'll be able to separate the chaff from the wheat. But if you continue judging them by name and spoken tongue, you will be supporting your enemy to be killing you. And that spare detriment against us. Very, very detrimental. We must not continue in that track. We must tell them that we know that game they're playing. They play it some decade back to date. And this generation will no longer take it. Encode number will not take it. Yes. I will pause here for now. Thank you, BIAFRANS. Our land is our land. And we owe no one apology. If you need our resources, we have handshake. We are not fighting because we hate anybody. We want to believe. We have the right to live. We don't want pity. Don't pity us. Do what the law says. We don't want pity. We're not asking you to come and fight for us. What we see, recognize us. Support the truth. Stop supporting evil. All we're asking for. And if you, before you condemn us, do thoroughly investigation to know where we're coming from, to avoid calamity visiting you and your own people. Inevitable. Good number. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marvin. Take the number. You know, Zoo Nigeria is that they don't know how prepared we are. They don't know that we are ready to do for this freedom. I used to ask questions. Does it mean that this useless country called Nigeria, does it mean that they don't have advisors? Does it mean they don't have people who are telling them that this generation is not the generation you can toil with? Does it mean that there is nobody that is advising them that they should do this thing amicably while they can? Because time is coming. They think
oh yeah, the answer to that question is it is inevitable. The calamity is inevitable.
Okay, thank you. The reason why I'm is because so many of us, the anger, what they did to our parents is still in us. And we are not only fighting only for our freedom. We are also here to revenge what they did to our people, to our parents. So they better go and learn, or they will learn in a hard way. Mazi Holland, I don't know if there's anything you like to contribute to our co-host before we can give our ministers are here. Do you have anything to contribute before we can hand it over to them? Do you have, or should we move? Okay, thank you very much. It's like you don't have anything to say. Our MID Brgie is here. Our minister, open your mic and give us your submission. They will. Our MID, are you here? Yeah, we are hearing you. The mic is
yeah, what did you know? Yamara Omo Biafra Nama Anama Wan Biafra Haji Sike in only sharing Biafra Nnamdi Kanu ya bụ ihe guzobere Maazị Simon Ekpa agwala anyị sị na ọ bụrụ na ị na-alụ ọgụ nwere onwe, ndị mba ụwa akpọbeghị gị ajọ afa, ihe ọ pụtara bụ na ị mara ihe ị na-eme. Ọ bụrụ na ha kpọrọ gị ajọ mmadụ, ihe ọ pụtara bụ na ị mara ihe ị na-eme. Akpọọla onye isi anyị onye isi agha ya bụ Simon Ekpa ajọ mmadụ. Ihe ọ pụtara bụ na ọ ma ihe ọ na-eme. Onye bụ ihe dị die. Onye ukwu m bụ ndị Igbo malụ na agụ malụ na ife. Anyị ekwesịla ka anyị na-ehuelu ndị Falami isi. N'ihi na anyị abụrụ ndị Falami, anyị ekwesịrị na-ehuelu ndị Falami isi. Onye ọbụla bụ onye afọ Igbo kwesịrị ịma na anyị bụ ndị Igbo kwesịrị inwe gọọmenti nke aka anyị, ọ bụrụ gọọmenti ndị Fulani. Onye bụ amamihe ihe dị n'etiti. Amamihe bụ onyinye Chineke, onyinye nke ụwa niile mazuru. Ma mgbe niile ka ndị mmadụ na-ezuzu, ha wela amamihe ha na-emejọ ya. If you are intelligent, you need to seek for your own, not for those of others. We should not seek for those of the Fulanese, but we must seek for those of the Igbos. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. We must seek for the one of Igbos. I hit my mic. God bless you. It's a classical.
Yeah, thank you, MID Brgie. Our COS was here before. It's like his mic, he was like he has a problem with his mic. Our coach, do you have anything to contribute? Coach, are you here? Mazi Holland, are you here? Okay, on the absence of nobody on the mic, I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge and to advise those of our brothers, those Biafrans who are not participating in what we are doing. If Biafra happens to come today, what are you going to say that this is what you have done in the course of this freedom, in this course of this fighting of Biafra? What are you going to tell your children? What are you going to tell the generation that are coming? Are you going to tell them that while others are fighting for freedom, that you were sitting on the fence? Are you going to tell your children that while others are contributing, even when you have one ejema, when you have two ejema, when you have three ejema, when you have four ejema, when you have five ejema, you decided not to drop it, not to contribute it for the cause of freedom? Are you going to tell your children that when the fighting or when the going get tough, that you chicken out, that the five ejema that you were supposed to support or to support this freedom for, that you took it to go to Biafra? Is that what you are going to tell your children? These are the questions I am asking every one of us to those who are waiting for our leader Nnamdi Kanu to come out before they will start supporting. Those who have decided to go back because they heard that Finland gives 6 years sentence on our prime minister. The question is this: are you going to tell your children that when the going get tough, that you chicken out? These are the questions every one of us need to ask ourselves. This freedom we are fighting, one agenda, two agenda that you give, you are giving it for the cause of your own freedom. To see that your children did not suffer what you yourself suffered in the hand of Nigeria. Those are the things that are preparing us to do what we are doing. I do not want my children to suffer in a country that does not even have common electricity, in a country that does not give any support to their citizens. To those who are saying that they are proud Nigerians, I am bringing somebody. I did not check his profile though. Please, who is this person that I just brought up now? Is it one of us? Okay, I'm good. Is this Mazazik one of us? Let me check. I don't think he's one of us.
No, I'm an Igbo person, I beg you.
Are you one of us? Are you supporting what we are doing? That is the question, not you are an Igbo person. Most of those that are betraying us are Igbo people. See, you don't have you are not sharing what we are doing. You are not one of us.
No. From the one I've been part of this struggle. From the day one, please.
Why are you not sharing what we are doing? Okay, let me.
And what happened is that since when they arrest our prime minister, I have been on mute due to all this while. All these things that is going on, all this crisis. That's the reason why it seems that I have not been active online. That is the reason why.
Oyenyere, this is Nnamdi. I have checked this guy's profile and I cannot see any post. Even if you claim that no, our prime minister was in that questioning mode before he come to this stage, I want you to understand that if by now if they have outrun you and you don't have a home and a compound to belong to, how does it look like? No, we don't have thing doing.
I've put him down. He's now in the listening session. Those are the ones. Those are the people we are preaching. Those are the people we are preaching for here. You are not supporting the freedom. Tomorrow you will come out and you say you want to have this right. You want to have this right. Now that we are fighting for you to better or to get that right, tomorrow you will have an opportunity to pursue for any position you are aspiring for. You don't want to come out. Some of you are hiding. Some of you thought that we that are coming out, we are fools. We don't know what we are doing. Maz, let me give you calls back.
You see, Mazi Oyenyere, please can you just mute your mic and, so that it will not be echoing with that. So before you give Mazi Ola, thank you. You see, I really love what you have just demonstrated here, and I must make one or two comments on this in a positive way. You understand? So just like as you have already illustrated in a brief. You see, this is exactly what example. Let that brother not see what happened now to be as if maybe we are we are against him or anything, but I want him to see it as encouragement and a challenge, you know, to do the needful, you know. Yeah. So you understand what I mean. So now, in the nearest future, because as it stands now, we all have already seen, you know, there's nothing that goes up that does not, that will never comes down. So, and you can never hide away from the truth, and you can never run faster than your shadow. Your shadow is your shadow, and our shadow is Biafra. You can't deny that. No matter how you try to sabotage, do everything, if once you are a Biafran and find yourself, you know, not supportive, not contributing in this aspect, these are part of the consequences that will be applicable in the nearest future. So, but we still have the advantage, we still have the opportunity, we still have the chances, you know, to amend all these things. That is the reason why, you know, as you come in, you are in the listening section listening, you will always see and hear when each and every one of us always say, whenever you come in, as you are joining, try to, you know, share. Even it has not got to an extent that we have not taken it as a tax, you know, and it has not become a responsibility for each and every one of us. As a matter of fact, that is the reason why you see we do not even have the opportunity to even host space from morning till 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It's not as if maybe we are relenting. It's not as if we are resting. It's not. No, you know what we are doing? We are busy reposting, typing, and making sure that we are doing the media exposition. Very, very, very important. And when you don't find yourself either in any of this category, and you just come from the listening session and you have been listening to all these things, just like as you have said, you have been this, that, and you have been that, and you don't even know what it means by, you know, before requesting for the mic, you have to make sure that you have shared, you have to make sure that you have reposted, you have to make sure that you have participated one way or the other, because it counts. Don't say, who am I? Who is good? No, it counts. And make sure that you also tag the international communities. These are, you know, to show that and to prove that you are worthy to even request for the mic, because we don't need people that will come here and start this, because your opinion now, it seems like, because you, and even though you said you have been, it seems like you need to listen more and, you know, be encouraged with what just happened and change. Try to change, be encouraged, do all these things. You are our brothers. I love you. You are not. I'm not bigger than you. My opinion is not. Is as a Biafrans, we are all equal. So I don't want you to feel like maybe because maybe no. Because the reason why we are here is because of our sacrifices and because of our contribution. We are not just here because of no. And these are true and genuine sacrifices. And once you are, you know, you can't have you this time around. It can never be possible, because there is no chance. You have seen, and each and every one of us now have seen. So please, you know, we all need to contribute. Our ideas are all welcome. So we really need, you know, many of you to come about, at least follow these procedures. You know, follow these procedures. They are very, very cheap. They are very simple. You don't need to, they don't require money. You know, make sure you do these things before attempting to even come to the mic. If not, you will definitely get. So I just want you to understand, when we say in Biafra land, we have the 3 types of documents, you know, the type A, B, and C, even up to the type D. So you have to know which category that you are going to. So don't say tomorrow when you are coming, when others are applying for the type A, and you also want to apply, and maybe you are able to meet up with some certain category. Don't be disappointed, because now you still have the opportunity. This is real. This is reality. Thank you very much. I'll give the mic here. Thank you. Mazi, I think I have woken up more lions. They are up already. Our minister is here. Thank you. I hit my mic from here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mazi Holland, our co-host, do you have anything to say before we move the mic?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Just in a brief, like I said, so that I know our brother can as well come in. Isaac, get not us not me to interpret. Please, the reason why we still seek for our unity is not for any other reason, but rather identify with your own. I went through your profile and I can see that no, you have not identified with your own. Let me assume that no, our preaching brought you, but rather we have a rule that goes anytime we appear on the space. The first thing is for you to do identify with your own. As you are here now, if actually you want to identify, you're supposed to share this space now. If you share this space and you are on the listening station, you request, we can give you opportunity to do to earn your own view too. Thank you very much. I think you can invite the next person, our brother Emeka Secretary, sir. You are welcome. You can take the mic, sir.
Sure. Thank you, Holland, thank you, Nigeri, and also Brgie and Kate, which was in the house. Well, I've been trying to think, the other day when I tried to speak, I think whether it was the space or the guys, the normal guys that are there at Twitter that cut it off. We at this particular point must be thinking. We must have to sit back and try to think, because as usual, like I said, I've always said it, when something happens, the best way to do to go about it and what to do is to sit back, think about what has happened, what is happening, and what is going to happen. So you have to look at what caused it, like doing a root cause analysis. Okay, what are the countermeasures? So, and then of course you put a plan in place. So that's my approach. That's what I'm thinking about. Just keep on thinking and see what happens. From the beginning, we knew these guys had made up their minds, because the way they planned it right from the convention, which they used that particular time and tried to bring the whore up and use her to hijack the BIAFRA and close the entire struggle for Biafra at that particular time. Unfortunately, she happened to have somehow maneuvered her way up and seemed to stand at the face of the big face, of course, for the struggle in the absence of Prime Minister, because of the assignments he gave her, sent her to some places in Korea, and all the videos she was doing, we didn't know she was planning to project that, and that was what they did for her. It was all planned, both the Finland, both the UK, Nigeria, and the IPOB, all of them planned it together. And then she assumed that second phase, and of course, that was the plan. So at that top level, she came in, and they decided to use the convention to destroy us rather than using the convention, us using the convention to move to our next level. They turned the convention into the major instrument for maybe destruction. That was actually what happened. So they had thought we were going to close the whole efforts within that short period. I must tell you that every Biafran has to realize that they are really surprised that that has not happened. They thought that from that point they would use her, since she has projected, they had enabled her to project her face, and then many Biafrans will sheepishly follow, and they did. A good number followed her, and they brought us to a very, very difficult situation where we had to struggle for 8-9 months. So all this time, they had thought that we were going to close shop, but it hasn't happened. So they now came up with this rascality, It's more like some judicial waywardness. They call it judicial rascality. You just close your eyes and take any decision, do anything in law, knowing that it is wrong. You just have to do it. That way is called judicial rascality. So you take decisions that are against law, take procedures that are against the normal procedures of law to achieve whatever you wanted. So it's all backed by the United Kingdom, because no European country will come to Africa and act directly. They have to go to the colonial master and tell them, okay, this is your supermarket, what should we do, and all that. So they worked, and you could see that at that time, once they have done that, their president made a couple of posts saying British and the Finland Corporation and all that. I did make a couple of comments about that. I made postings about that. If you go to my history, you see it when he was talking about British and the Finland Corporation. I mentioned that time to him on his page. I said, oh, I can see your corporation is the way you went and kidnapped or locked up Prime Minister Simon. That is your corporation, and that's actually what they have done so far. Now, so since the woman was not able to completely close us down, they now had to come with this extreme level of rascality to take this decision against the PM. That was why they had to close down. In our language, we say gridai. You see, this judgment is kind of gridai judgment. You just close your eye and you rascally take that, no matter what happens. Since the effort to really shut us down from the convention didn't happen, so they had to take this action. So I want to tell Biafrans now, those who took that kind of decision are watching what you are going to do. How do you react to it? So now, if you are in a boxing ring and your opponent gives you a punch and you use your hand to press the place where the punch landed, or you start sobbing, he knows you are finished. So he will come up and just finish you up. So they are waiting to see our reaction. And I'll ask every Biafran, if you've been on this space, you've been visiting this space before, if you were staying here maybe an hour or so, I'll encourage you to stay to the end. You have to stay to the end. You now have to visit this space more. We have to make it boom. Now, again, I want to tell our brothers something else. You see, it is the person that owns somebody, the owners of a man or a woman, that carry him when his corpse starts decaying. You understand me? It is the owners of the dead person that carries the corpse when the body starts decaying, when it is now smelling. You can see people have been coming up. Some went and they went with that whore, with the prostitute. They went out with her, and they were saying this and that. They were Biafra and that. When Prime Minister comes out, and blah blah blah. And you saw many. We know that those at her right hand and her left were actually deceivers with her. They were all people interested in the money, wanting to make money out of Biafra. At the stage when they got halfway, they saw she wasn't moving. They were still hanging in there, hoping that Prime Minister will come out and then they will form a political party. So they were just hanging in there. I did say this several times. They knew at the point that they were in the middle of the sea, no paddles, no canoe, nothing, and they were sinking. But they felt that they would stay on. Let's just manage it. If Biafra comes, we will be called as one of the Biafran groups and we will be part of it. So they had already formed themselves into a political party. And sometimes I got a bit, let me say, confused in that I didn't know whether to say, let this struggle continue longer or let it come faster. But I did mention here that I would have loved it to even stay a bit longer so that we will see how the whole thing will play out. We will see how they will react to a much longer period of resilience. Now, that is what is happening now. The other little ones, seeing that the way she continued to remain somewhat relevant, especially on social media, they believed they could also go out and get their own congregation or group and start making money. So they went out and there they started paying their own. They went and started putting Simon Ekpa photo, all those stupid kind of childish games they were playing. But can you see something? Since the pronouncement of this judgment, where have those people been? Since the pronouncement of the judgment, Where have these two groups been? You can see they have fizzled out. The zeal is left them. All their nonsense has ended because they are not the owners of the man. So when it's the owners of the man that are carrying him when he is rotting, that is why we are still on space. Those who are not the owners, they have left. They can't carry a corpse. If your brother or your sister dies, you are the only one that can carry. Even if the corpse is smelling, you will want to carry the whole thing and bury. But those who are not the owners cannot do that. That's what is happening now. You can see they have all fizzled out. They have all gone. Because there is no chance that tomorrow Biafra, according to their own thinking, Biafra will not come tomorrow and then they will form their political party. So that dream, when he comes out, he will get Biafra and we will be called to the table and we'll discuss. That dream is ended. That's why they are no longer there. Consequently, I come to my third point then. What you are going to be seeing now, I should have said this 2 days ago, but I have been very busy and I have been doing much more thinking than actually getting worried about what to do. See, what you are going to see is that those who were in doubt before will now know those who are genuine. Believe you me, those who were doubting about who the genuine BLGIE, the genuine Biafran liberators are, they are now seeing them here. This is the truth. Because those platforms that were deceiving them will die. If they haven't died by today, by next week or next week, they will all perish. And but these people still have interest in Biafra. So where will they go? They will now realize this is the period that is going to really show who owns Biafra. And don't be surprised that after this my speech, they can open their space before the night comes or tomorrow morning because they are hearing what I'm saying. But the truth is they can't sustain it because it is in the spirit. They don't have the spirit. All their deceit is gone. The hope of saying, oh, we are going to form a political party, they will call us, they will now call and say, oh, look, all pro-Biafrans come to the table. All that hope is now dashed. That was what I was hoping, that it should take a bit longer so that the entire mess will fizzle out. Now, that is what is happening. It is all fizzling out. Now, you genuine ones that are listening to me, look, there are certain times when you have alternatives. Some other times you do not have alternative. When you think about the question of Biafra, there is no alternative. If you have been confused following the stupid, useless whore of a prostitute that had been deceiving people, now you know she's gone and gone forever. She has achieved what they sent her to do. When she couldn't complete it speedily, they tried us for 9 months. It didn't work. They now came here and pronounced the judgment. So you should now know those who are really the main body looking for Biafra. The main government is BLGIE. I have been telling you. Now you can come here and make your home here and let us build something. If you have been standing or sitting in the fence or hanging yourself anywhere, now all that confusion is ended. You can now see clearly that, look, this is the government. The government is still standing. The government is still going to move. And for those who have been with us and who are still here, look, there is no alternative, please. If you are really, truly interested in having Biafra, you will not back down now that you see that we have difficulties. Because look, if you, we take this from the Bible, if you faint on the day of adversity, your strength is small. If you faint when things are hard, then you don't have really strength. You don't have enough strength. If you are doubting about how strong or how useful the tool you have in your hand is going to help you to fight a war, it is because you still believe you have a life. Let me tell you, imagine that you are running and you have just an ordinary sheet of paper in your hand, and the killer is following you with tool, you don't have anything, and the killer is too strong for you. When you get to the wall and you cannot jump the wall and the killer is approaching, what are you going to do? I am telling you that you won't even mind throwing that paper, even if that paper is not going to harm the person. I'm telling you, you won't mind just taking sand and pouring on that person, even if you know the sand will not kill the person. That is a sign that you are desperate about what you want. I keep saying it, and this is from me. It's not from any philosopher, it's from me. If you doubt the efficacy of the tool in your hand, it is because you are not desperate enough. So now, whether we have tool, we have no tool. Because of the desperation to have Biafra, because of the understanding that we have no other life except by Biafra, and because we know that we are trying to preserve ourselves, preserve our children, preserve our patrimony, what we have inherited, and our race as a people on earth, then don't doubt any tool we have now, whether it is going to work or not. Let us use it. Whatever we have, let us use it. First, our belief, our resolve, we have to use it. Even if it seems as if it's not achievable, let us use 1% chance, 2%, we will still have hope in that very belief. And we have to continue. Look, nobody, don't trust anybody. Nobody is going to do it for us.